Just King is a admittedly very cute roguelite Autobattler in which we have to protect our king against ever increasingly more difficult becoming enemies. Further ado, I have to say that I already played a single round of this demo. We're going to try the demo of Just King right now. And I do already have a few thoughts, which I'm going to tell you at the end of the video during the summary. For now, let's not waste any time. Further ado, we're going to say that once more and click new game. Let's go. So again, it's just the demo, so currently we can only select one zone in the full game, which is currently in early access. There's going to be more. Let's go into the Trumpwood Forest, continue. And this is the main gameplay. This is our king, we have to protect him. And how do we do this? Well, by having some bodyguards with him, which is essentially all these people, and we can already choose one at the beginning. All of these are behaving a bit differently. They have different strengths and weaknesses. For example, I'm gonna take him again, because in Dungeons and Dragons as well, I like to take a paladin. Let's take a paladin. A paladin is kind of good at regenerating out of combat. He's kind of bad at actually preventing intense damage, but he is tough enough. He can heal a little bit. He has swords and heals, as you can read right there. So he's able to deal some damage and can take in some damage, but he's good at regenerating. So a pretty good baseline, if you ask me. This is the king. Of course it's a king. People follow him, but besides that, he's actually kind of useless. Well, he's a king. He's there to be protected, right? Oh man, do we really like him? Doesn't matter. We're a paladin. It's our job to protect him. We also start with a couple of items which we can place on these people. That's probably the best thing about the king. He already starts with 3 slots that we can use for equipment. Normal people like our paladin right now only start with 1, but these slots, as their abilities as well and their stats, do get increased by level ups. And how we level these guys up, well, I'm gonna show you during the run. For now, let's see what we start off with. Apparently a burning plate. Holy Avengers often pursue valor only to find wrath. Well, that sounds kind of good. Gain 5% every time you get damage, up to 125%, which means damage. I mean, a Paladin, Holy Avenger kind of seems to fit the bill. We also have a Diopside Ring, if I get this right, which heals one hit point every second. Also, there's Life Tender's Cross, plus 50% heal, a reminder of the sacred vow of healers. Oh man. I would kind of like to put this on our paladin, if I'm right. But let's try this plate. Let's heal the king. The king getting healed is probably not too bad. He's not going to attack, so having the only item that kind of buffs that is probably good on our paladin right now. And the cross of the healing, sure, let's give it to our king. A holy cross on the king seems fitting, at least. Let's continue. And there's what I meant earlier with the roguelike elements. We have different routes we can take towards the boss. And at the end of this floor, the zone 1 floor, is a certain boss, which I managed to defeat last time. That made me happy. And we can choose the way we want to go. I'm just thinking of it right now. There's question marks. I want to show you as much as possible. So let's take this route maybe? Sure. Let's start with some basic combat, and this is what I meant also at the beginning with Autobattler. It's not 100% true. You have a little bit of a degree of actually influence in the combat, which is, as you could see at the beginning there, by essentially moving our bodyguards around. Which right now doesn't matter that much, but later on when they also come from different directions, just like this, and there's also more, this actually does have a strategic and tactical element, which is fun to engage with. Okay, for now, again, it's just kinda easy. We're gonna wait here. We won, we gained some gold, we can see the overall stats. What a surprise, the Paladin is the MVP, not the King, who didn't really do anything. And this is the in-between shop, so to speak, so we can get more people to accompany us. We can reroll essentially the shop essential. We can buy more items, or, and this is how we level our people up, we can actually sacrifice them in the maw. You know, drag heroes and items here to sell them. Selling a hero grants 1 gold piece and the hero's synergies as tokens. And with these tokens we can upgrade our heroes. This is where this description of heavenly and tough come in play. So you want to have these synergies between these heroes, or you want to sacrifice the heroes who have these abilities or these descriptions, because they give you the appropriate tokens so that you can level your people up. For example, here we have the synergies of heavenly. Right now the tier's locked, and we need 1 more hero of the heavenly description to get the next tier, and then heal powers, oh my god, English. Healing empowers allies, giving armor and damage. We can also hold shift for the exact values, which is nice to have. And the same applies with the tough, which just increases the party's health. Let's see what we do have in the shop. We have Frenzy and Tough, we have Strategist and Tough, and Shady Business in Russia. So I'm gonna ignore the Rogue for now, because we don't have any synergy with him right now. I like to go with the Knight, I think. Yeah, let's do this. So what can a Knight do? He has Frenzy and Tough, as mentioned, only 55 health, 2 armor. So a little bit tougher than our Paladin, but probably won't heal. So he's durable and mighty, cleave through enemies, nice, good at fighting lots of small enemies, but kinda bad with dealing big enemies, good to know. And at level 3, he's gonna learn Heavy Cleave, deals 10 damage and stuns, all enemies in a 1.5 radius for 2 seconds. Stunning usually is good in almost every game. Yeah, let's get a Knight. I think I want this guy to actually be on the front, and the Knight will be on the side to do a little bit more healing, which means let's get the whole Burning Plate to this guy. He's gonna take in more damage, which will be increased the more he gets hit, and that he can actually take all these hits. I'm gonna put in the Life Cross to increase our Paladin's healing effect by 50%. And Paladin is not really doing that much healing. For example, a classical Cleric is gonna do way more, but of course a Cleric can't really fight, while a Paladin is just good overall, like in D&D. Regardless, let's go to the next level, another combat, let's go. And now we have these 2 people, the Valorant Knight and the Honorable Paladin, let's go. That's the cliff effect, nice. Hitting both enemies, yeah. Oh, let's try to position them, there we go. Second round is about to start. Let's actually be on the offensive. I don't think we are in much danger right now. So, oh no, position them just like this. I want both of them to hit the enemy. Not an issue. And the Paladin is still the MVP, did a bit more damage. Took the same amount of damage as the Knight and managed to heal 9 points overall. But this is gonna change later. There we go, next level. I do have 8 gold right now, and of course thanks to the synergies the party's health has been increased as well. Can we see by how much? 10. So this should have, I think this is a minor complaint, because we know thanks to the synergy the Paladin does have more health, probably 10 health according to this, but it's not being shown here. He had 45 health points early on as well as the Knight as well, 55 now, so she should have actively 65 in combat. Same with the King, 60 in combat, 50 only here. But that is just a minor thing. What do I want to go with next? So, in my last run, I actually went with a Berserker, which was a lot of fun. I think I want to do this again, honestly. Yeah, let's get a Berserker. And he also has some synergy together with the Knight and this Frenzy tier, so to speak, which now is tier 1, gain an awesome combo counter that increases the party's move and attack speed on kills. Ooh, awesome combo counter, that does sound nice. So each enemy kill gives the party a 20% increase in damage and 10% speed increase, nice. Stacks up to 5 times, if I got this right, nice. We have still 5 gold. We could for example, now sacrifice the captain or even buy the captain. But frankly, with this, I'm kind of happy. Or what can the captain do? Inspire your troops, great leader with a dark past, you mysterious. Good at increasing party damage, okay. Bad at dealing with enemies alone. So he's able to deal some damage, but his main ability is Inspire, which gives allies 50% damage increase. Ooh. Last 6 seconds, multiple Inspires don't stack. Okay, and level 3, even death. So when he dies, summon the ghostly troops of the Forgotten Army. 3 ghost melee nanas and 2 ghost fang nanas. Oh, maybe not when he dies, so that's just... at the start and wave end. Interesting. At the start of the wave brings back all dead ghost nanas. Ghost nanas scale with 50% of the party item effect. Okay. Ooh, maybe this is interesting. Unfortunately, he only has 1 synergy due to being tough. So the strategist one and our heavenly one would kind of be not that interesting. But sure, let's give this a try. So last time I actually went with 2 berserkers, 1 paladin and 1 cleric, which was pretty solid. Let's see how this goes. Also, let's have a look at the items, but it's only like 25% each. Let's keep our current money. So unfortunately, we only have 2 synergies, both at tier 1, but that might be good enough overall. And who knows, maybe I'm gonna sacrifice one of these to the Great Moor. I kinda wonder, do I wanna have the berserker? Maybe even, do I want this guy at the front? After taking 15 damage, becomes immortal, gains 200% haste, and leaves the party to whack nanas for a while. After 6 seconds, heals some damage and returns to the party. I think I'm gonna switch these out. So you will gain the Burning Plate, and the king is gonna give the Diopside Healing Ring to this guy. Sure, let's continue. Now we have an event going on, and there's an elite. I wanna take this route then. Oh no, it's after this comment. Sorry, my mistake. Fair enough. There we go, full party. Okay, Berserker at the front, Paladin, and Knights are gonna help him. There we go. And he's gonna go Berserk. Nice. Getting back, he's not being really controlled by us anymore, but he's way stronger. And that's fine. So enemies right here. Let's stand right there in the middle. Oh no, oh, I managed to dodge some of these arrows. Good to know. And the Berserker instantly became our MVP. Did so much damage. Took quite a lot of damage as well. And managed to heal a bit, but that was due to his Berserker ability to himself. Fair. Let's continue. Ooh, there's another Berserker. I could get another one that would up our synergy. For example, we could... take out the captain, have another berserker, but of course, due to how the positioning works, I feel having like 1 backline guy is not too shabby, but we can sacrifice him to the Moor. So this gives us a frenzy and a hasty token, which I could now use to upgrade my people. Kind of wonder, so this is shady business, hasty, protagonist, and tough. So not really 100% compatible to what we have. Sorry, I'm just thinking 25 here, 25 haste. I think I'm gonna re-roll once and hope to get another hero. Maybe even 2 who have all these descriptions. Let's re-roll. Oh, Paladin, perfect. Yep. Immediate sacrifice. So he's a hot hander. Russia doesn't help us. Protagonist Russia also doesn't really help us. We could already use these. I'm not sure if this is enough to level these guys up now. I'm gonna show you this after the next round. So now we want to go to this event. Oh god, how do you pronounce this? The Eidprazel Seat. After a long walk, you come to a colossal tree. So big that clouds pass under the branches. You hear a noise, and looking up, you see a seed is falling towards the party. What do you do? So there's this kind of tabletop D&D vibe, which I personally very much like. I'm not quite sure what to think that it's just on events, Of course, you can gain some cool things. So there's this roleplay element I do like. Would be nice, maybe just as a thought, to actually just have this maybe in between every single run instead of just having that as an event. But I guess that is just absolute personal preference. So there's different colors on this. So if I keep looking at the seat, might maybe be not so good. If I jump to protect the king, heroes can die with this option. Apparently not the best option. I could try to deflect the seat with your weapon, which is green, which might be good. And also seems to be related to all my heroes. So they influence the choice, which I very much like. So the berserker would just go and protect it. The king would just keep looking. Of course, he's lazy. So the paladin, no, that's the knight, which might provide the best options. If we go with the colors showing. We could go with this guy, the leader, parry the seat with your mace, or instinctively shout to everyone to get away. The paladin, he's just warning everybody. Would be nice if, I mean, makes sense that the berserker is just acting immediately, but this feels fitting with the paladin as well. Regardless, let's try to deflect the seat with your weapon. I'm just going by color. Green it tells me it might be a good reward or thing after this. Let's see. You finally plant your feet on the ground. Put your weapon over your head and wait for the impact. The seat falls like a meteor, passes away from your weapon and creates a crater right in front of you. With the impact, everyone is thrown away. Oh no. But again, apparently we gained 4 gold. I guess that might have been hidden in the seat or so. And 3 tough. 3 tough tokens, which is very good with our composition. I very much like that. Cool. And there's immediately another knight, which will be sacrificed for another token. We could gain the cleric, which has heavenly and hasty, which is good. This guy has heavenly, this guy has hasty, yeah. 3 gold, more tokens. We could also buy some of these items, but of course later on we gain better items. So I'm kind of unsure if I already want to spend money on those. But let's show you an upgrade. Our berserker is our main guy, so let's give him frenzy or tough. Definitely hasty. He's the only hasty guy. So tokens here, you can see. Oh, I just gave him all the hasty tokens. Good to know. I actually thought I would only give him 1. No, I gave him both. So he's 2 points. Essentially, it's experience points. Every hero needs 3 experience points. That's the bar. If they have it full, they advance to the next level. So thanks to 2 tokens, he gained 2 experience points. I think now I want to give him frenzy, I suppose. Yeah, sure. So level 3, which first off unlocks another equipment slot, which is nice to have. And we can hear that now his damage is 7 instead of 6. And whenever he enrages and becomes a rager, the raging essentially lasts 8 seconds. So that's nice to have. And if we give him another 3 tokens, he would get the Blood Boil ability. When hurt, it deals 5 damage to all enemies in a 1.5 radius. I wonder if we should just go and give him level 3 immediately. We can't cause I like the frenzy, of course. That's the reason. This time I think I want to upgrade maybe the paladin, sure, to heavenly. He's the only one with heavenly after all. Let's give him 1 tough. So he's level 2 now, also a second equipment slot. And he's gonna deal 7 damage now instead of 6, and he's gonna heal an ally or himself now for 6 hit points instead of 4.5. And at the next level he would gain the Divine Smite ability, which brings down Holy Wrath, which deals 15 damage, but also heals 15 in a 2.5 radius. Ooh, damage skills with a damage and heal, good to know. You know what, sure, that's a great ability. AoE damage, AoE heal. Let's just give him all the tokens, so we have our first level 3 full maxed out paladin hero. Also another equipment slot, which is nice up. Next up, I think I want to go maybe with a knight. Well, depends on what we gain. Let's just continue. Now with an elite encounter. Not a surprise, it's gonna be a tougher one. Also, I like how thanks to our level up, our paladin looks so much cooler now. Man, managed to actually dodge this. There we go, smite ability, looks awesome. All the enrage. Let's stay close to our berserk. He actually takes quite some damage. Come on, back to our party, my friend. Let's go over here. straight into combat, position them so... Oh no! See, I didn't pay attention. Well, at least not enough. Actually, the Berserker went down. Oh no. Never had that happen before. Okay, guys, attack. Actually, the Paladin, highest level, go. There we go. We still won, and there's one last encounter without our Barbarian. This could be tough. Come on. I'm gonna try to position... I'm gonna try not to fight all of them at once. There we go, Holy Smite. Pretty good. Okay, keep healing your friends. I mean, it seems like the king is sometimes doing like a very small heal, so he's not completely useless. Okay, it's more enemies, so knight first. There we go. Paladin, come on. Another divine smite. That's fine. We gained 8 gold. Oh man, poor Berserker. And we gained the Trumwood's Strangling Vine. Plus 25 health, nice. It still moves if you splash water in it. Fair enough. So Berserker is back, luckily. I am not quite sure if damage is gonna be taken over between runs. Sometimes the abilities are phrased in a way like this, but frankly I can't have a look at that right now. So that could be a complaint. Depends if that actually is a thing or not. So we definitely want to give 25 health to our Berserker. As we just saw, he's gonna take quite a lot of damage. Ooh, another Cleric. Yeah, heavily in haste. Let's sacrifice him. Protagonist Russia. No, Hot Hands has Hasty. We would only do it for the Hasty. Haste. Healing, 25 heal. I don't think I want to use this. Let's reroll once. Oh, another Cleric. Nice. Immediate sacrifice. We don't need the archers right now. Ooh, Chaplain's Pauldron. +1 armor and +1 armor to the entire party. I really like this. How about the portable anvil? Good blacksmiths carry their forges throughout the realm. So Unbreakable at the wave start gains 5 block. Don't stack with other sources of block. I guess that means doesn't stack. Fair enough. Blocks all damage, then loses 1 charge. So essentially 5 hits you would survive. Sounds decent. Ooh, or just straight up a well-crafted helm. +3 armor will protect your head with falling from miscalculated leaps. Ooh, I think I want to have this, but... Well, I'm gonna apply it to one hero now, but I think I mostly want this for my Berserker, but we need to level him up first, which we actually can do. 2 Hasty, 1 Frenzy. So he's level 3, has 80 health now. Wonder if this is associated with the item. In this case it is, so... It's not with the synergies, I can move them. Guess if you have that many that you can stroll. Just wanted to see, I can't apply them, so... yeah. Interesting, if you put on the items, so it actually tells you on the character, so apparently not with that. Interesting, fair. Good thing that they do it with the items though. And this time I want to give him the armor as well, so he can actually take in quite some damage. Would be interesting to do it with the portable anvil as well. But we have only 4 gold. I'm gonna get this one. Put this on my Paladin, because he can also heal, so we don't really want to have this guy to die. So 1 more armor for a total of 4, and 1 armor to everyone else. Oh, our Berserker would be very hard to get down to. Let's try it out. Let's go to another combat encounter. 2 level 3 guys already. That's a pretty good thing as well. Start with the Divine Smite. There we go. Just go on. Let's have the Knight here as well, because of his AoE cleave attack. That enemy seems to have buffed some of our other enemies, but that's fine. Let's just jump in, switch to this guy. Come on, Berserker. Just go. Maybe our Paladin is better than the Knight right now, because the Knight is only level 1. There we go, Berserker's MVP and didn't even die. 514 points of damage has been dealt. Wow. Not bad. More gold, more people to sacrifice. I love it. Yeah, definitely the captain, which is enough to level him up. Sure, let's do this. Strategist and 2 times tough. Let's go. On the other hand, oh, I do have 2 times heavenly. Not sure if I can do anything. I can't sell it, unfortunately. So the heavenly is kind of useless. Would be nice to maybe use this to create more synergies, to trade them in here or so. But it's fine. Okay, tough, whatever. Let's go. Level 2 Strategist. So now he's dealing 7 damage and gives allies 75% damage increase. I love that. And we're kind of closer to his level 3 ability. Let's move on. Treasure. You found a valuable chest with some treasure. Go ahead, open it. What could possibly go wrong, right? Let's open the chest. 4 gold and a jade breastplate. Ooh, 35 points of health. An ancient society mastered the process of forging metal with jade. Ooh, I like that. Well, let's switch it out with our vine then. So our berserker has 90 health point now. Oh, he's gonna be so tough to bring down. So you have the armor and the heal. I guess in this case I want to give this to my knight. Or he's gonna heal. Doesn't matter. So he regains health throughout time. I guess the strategist, so he can survive more hits. He's the weakest, kinda. 3 armor. He's also pretty tough. I mean, it's in his description after all. So many tough guys. Cool. Oh, what's this? Dreek barbecue. Plus 10 health and plus 10 health to the entire party. Yeah. I want to buy this for 3 and give it to my king. Oh man, everyone gets the heal now. Wait a second. Sorry. So again, also with this item, the overall effect gets applied to even the knight, for example, to the entire party. Why doesn't this work? Or maybe it did and maybe I never noticed. Maybe it's my mistake. Oh no. Could I be possibly wrong? Hopefully not. I'd like to be right. Regardless, let's reroll once. Ooh, another knight. Which we can use, yes, sacrifice. Hot Hands, Rusher. Frenzy can only be applied to the knight after all. And I'm gonna keep the 1 tough token for now. What is this? Another vine. I think we're fine. I could give this guy another increase to heal. No, let's continue. Let's save the 4 gold we have. Up to another combat. For the king! For just the king! For JustDaZack! Who's just the king? Oh man. I love that there's just in the name. I have to be honest, that's the main reason this caught my attention. Just going with the JustDaZack brand, so to speak. Okay, our berserker took quite some damage, but not nearly enough. I love it. Just got plummeted by all these enemies, but we're so strong. I think this is... I'm not quite sure if this is a bad AoE or a friendly healing AoE, to be honest. But for now, it's fine. Probably the friendly one. Oh man, look at these stats. So much damage. 1200. And he took so much damage and he's fine. I love berserkers in the demo here. What is this, by the way? Golden Harpies. 25% haste, 25% haste on the party. Sounds very good. Banner from the legendary Golden Harpy Army. Who hasn't heard of the legendary Golden Harpy Army? What I wonder is though, I hope haste is essentially an increase to damage, attack damage? Or attack speed, and not just movement, but doesn't really tell me, so I assume attack speed, which I hopefully want it for. Let's buy this, put it in the back. I kind of want to have this on everyone, of course. Maybe on the knight? Or the paladin? I guess for now on the paladin. Let's see, what can we have? Heavenly, hasty. We don't need hasty anymore. Berserker for frenzy for this guy, maybe? And tough. We don't really have any strategist things right now. 50% damage sounds good. But I would really like to level up my guys first. So let's get tough and another frenzy, 6 gold, but it would be a level up for this guy. Is that worth it though? That would be 2 tokens essentially wasted. You know what? I'm gonna save my money just in case. Let's be a bit careful right now. I think we're strong enough to just survive this wave without an issue, even though look at the amount of enemy and how much damage that Divine Smite did. Oh, beautiful. Let's go, people. Just go right in. I think the king can take the damage, at least against these small fries. Not an issue. Just run in there. Not a problem. Wave 2, I'm ready. Oh, I guess this guy might be tougher. A mage. Oh, nice. Got rid of him immediately. Okay, Divine Smite. There we go. Go berserk. And everyone just keep pushing. Oh, I love this. Satisfying to just see them melt. So much damage dealt. Took so much damage. And he's fine. True MVP after all. So what do we have? A Crystallized Fragments. Lethargy enchantment. On hit, apply a 25% slow and reduce 1 armor for 2 seconds. Sounds decent. The 52 seconds hourglass. plus 52% haste. Makes time go fast in a way. Nice. But I think I kind of want to reroll for 3 cost items. Oh, also, I totally forgot to apply my golden harpy spanner. Oh no. Russia, protagonist tough. I'm going to reroll now. We have so much money. Ooh, this is what I want to have. On hit, heal. And nearby enemies have minus 50% reduced haste. Nice. It was carved directly from an ice elemental creature. I do like this as well. Ooh, this costs 5. Levine Corselet. Designed to regenerate itself along with the wearer's body. After taking damage, lets out a collectible that heals 4 health. Ooh. This would truly make us indestructible, right? Would be interesting on the Berserker, but his other items are also so good. Protagonist Russia, tough. This is all just kind of defensive, right? I feel like our defensive abilities are pretty good. Part of me would like to have more, if I'm completely honest. I mean, less haste, maybe good on the king? We still have quite a few of item slots left. I mean, we do take a lot of damage. It seems to happen every single time, right? Sure. I mean, it costs 5 and must be good. Let's go with that mindset. Portrait heal. I would really like, let's reroll once again. There we go, that's what I'm hoping for, another knight. Heavenly Hasty doesn't work anymore, but we can upgrade this guy. Frenzy first and 1 tough token. So he's level 2 now, which means I would like to apply the haste effect, which I feel is pretty good. 25% haste on everyone is good, but also better on him. It does stack to 50 because he has the cleave effect. So he can do his AoE damage more often. More health, more health. I'm gonna reroll once more. Another Berserker, Frenzy Hasty, we don't need that. Another Living Corselet, but that would maybe be overkill. So where did I put it on? On this guy. That heals 6. Oh yes, because this has 50% heal. This stacks with his healing effect in general. This is cool. Nice synergy, I love this. Okay, let's go. 7 gold for the next encounter. Let's do a combat. And let's see how we roll this. I have a good feeling, guys. Oh, no. Yeah, let's actually be surrounded. Just come at me. Oh, Divine Smite is so satisfying when it triggers. And also going the Berserker, go Berserk. I love this. Okay. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Of course, this is just the demo, but already to tell you this, towards the summary, after we defeat the boss, oh, there's the collectible. Nice. Would be that combats seem to be somewhat short, even a bit too short for my taste. I would love to have combats last longer to just, yeah, go even more crazy to watch this satisfying thing. Having more synergies with the abilities, somehow getting item, I don't know, when my knight does AoE damage, that kind of resets the cooldown on the Divine Smite or something to make very cool builds or so. Keep this in mind, what I'm saying right now for the summary after all. after the boss defeat. For now we have some cool items. 75% extra damage on the Locket Blade. An ancient seal binds the blood of a demon in this powerful sword. Yes, I want this, definitely. What is this, by the way? Another burning plate. Ah, but I think 1 is enough on our Berserker. I kind of wonder if I want to have the 75% increase either to the Berserker or the Knight for the Cleave. If he's... So his Inspire lasts 6 seconds. I really want to level this guy up as well. There don't seem to be too many strategists. At least I don't have any tokens. Oh, I was just unlucky with the RNG, which is fine. Okay, some of the ghostly troops that have got an army, fair enough. I just wonder... no, the Inspire doesn't scale with the damage, which is fine. Oh, it also tells you the stats of the different Ghost Melee Nana, Ghost Range Nana. There we go. A fallen alive from another life, 25 health, 1 armor, etc. Nice. Scales with 50% of party item effects, so that's pretty good if you just want to go higher with a lot of people, which I usually like to do. So this is a tough token. I kind of like tough, because everyone is tough, so that's worth it. Let's reroll. Ooh, another knight, perfect, yes. Strategist, I might go for that, even though I don't need the Russia, but what are the items about? Poltergeist, a spirit that helps enemies find rest more quickly. On hit, kill any target under 25% health. The bosses die at 10% health. Interesting. Red Vulture Mask. Wearers of this charm become suspiciously fond of banana split. Some of these are legit funny. I like this. So enemies that die drop a collectible that heals 1 and gain Grant, sorry, 15% damage for 30 seconds, up to 150 damage. Ooh, only heroes wearing the mask can pick the collectible. So that heals and deals, increases the damage. Very interesting. Ooh, party health, in fact. This could be good in comparison to the Captain level 3 ability. Also, I just wanted to check, so if I look at the cleave, does it tell me if it scales with damage? Cleave through enemies. Deals X damage to all enemies in radius, so most likely. How about this? After taking 15 damage, becomes immortal, gains 200% haste, and leaves the party to wake nanas for a while. Fair enough. But of course, Divine Smite also this is what I was looking for. Damage scales with the damage and heal. Okay, if we stack more healing, that would also apply to the Paladin. So if I get like 50% or maybe 100% more health, that would be so good for the Divine Smite. Okay, first off, let's upgrade our Knight. I do want to have... I'm going to try this. 75% more damage on this guy, 10.5 overall. So that is going to do a lot of cleave damage. Also, now he has Heavy Cleave, which deals 17.5 damage and stuns enemies for 2 seconds. I like this. So we only need to concentrate on our strategist mostly to get him to level 3. He is level 2 at least, and the king. I'm gonna buy this after all. So put this on the king. So if he dies, we lose after all. So 10 health to him, to everyone else as well. And this also should apply to the ghost melee nanas. Yeah, scales with 50% party items effect. If I take this away... Okay, again, this is where the item description and the stats accuracy with the UI does seem to fail once more just a bit, because I would like to see the Ghost Melee Nana, which has a base health of 25. According to the description, maybe I completely misunderstand this, but with a party-wide effect, this should be increased by 50%. It's 10 each, so... A Ghost Melee Nana should have 35 health. But if I put this on the strategist, even then it doesn't show it to you there. Okay. At least I know, I guess. And, oh man. This other stuff is kind of nice as well. I mean, the Diopside rank isn't that interesting. But I probably just really want to fish for strategist tokens. On the other hand, there's not that many floors left, so let's just move on to another event, the pickpocket. Passing through extremely suspicious alleys, you are distracted by wondering how a city is hidden in such a strange place. Eventually, in the midst of the daydreams, you feel your pockets lighter. In fact, so much lighter that you realize someone is running from you with a bag of gold in your hands. What do you do? Seems like I don't really have so many good heroes that I can apply to this event, the pickpocket event. I could just accept karma, you can't always win, which probably means my gold is gone. The king is just so lazy. But I have a level 3 berserker. He's just going to do some precision throwing. Yeah, let's go. Whatcha! You prepare to hit the thief from distance. From the distance. With your only chance, you throw a small rock. Whatcha! You can't hit him. But the rock hits the bag of gold, making coins go up in the air. The thief keeps running, and you get your gold back. Well, at least that. And again, it seems like we have 4 gold now and 3 hasty. Which unfortunately we don't need anymore, because this guy is fully upgraded, and seems like we can't do anything else with the tokens, but hey. At least we didn't lose anything. 8 gold left, and the boss encounter is just up ahead. I could go for 2 strategist tokens, but that would cost me 3 gold. Oh no, I would love to see the level 3 even death ability of the strategist, of the captain, sorry. Oh no, I don't have enough resources. I just wanted to see that and show it to you guys so much. Alright, in this case, let's spend money on good items, I guess. We have 2 slots left overall, so 1 level 5, 1 level 3. Blazing Helmet. Ooh, plus 25% damage, but minus 80% health. Rip and tear until it is done. And also Twin Lightning, 150% haste. Ooh, reports point out that it's a single blade and a superposition state. And we can go with Official's Hook. The fearsome hook used by the Pelurian mages. On hit, heal self for 1 health. Fair enough. So I'm gonna buy 1 level 5 and 1 level 3 item apparently. Which one though? So... oh no, I want to buff these 3 guys. I guess I can give the healing item to maybe the strategist. He's still at the back line. And he doesn't really benefit from these items that much, even though he does deal damage. I mean, let's have it on this guy, on the king. So I have to buy the level 3 item. Yeah, okay, this goes to the strategist. He can deal some damage, so that might help him to survive longer as well. And now I want to have one of these level 5 items on my knight. We could go with 250% extra damage. Wow. Which would buff up the cleave effect by a lot. Or Twin Lightning by 150% extra haste. So that would also increase his damage, because he would be able to attack so much faster. I mean, we have some healing. I want to position my Berserker, and maybe this is a reason to position my Berserker and Paladin a bit more to the front and only occasionally have the Knight cleave at him. He's not gonna be so good at surviving, but man, he's gonna cleave, yeah? The Blazing Helmet to you. Let's go. Can I do anything else? I can give him... he's at max level. I can give some tough to... oh, I would have been able to level him up. I have the tough token. And then with the 2 wizards, I would have been able to show you the level 3 ability. Ah, my mistake. But I think our party is now still very strong with these items. Let's have a look at the boss. I'm ready. So 3 phases. And I don't want to have the knight too much in combat. Look at them melting. But again, oh, look at that cleave damage. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, let's stay at the Berserker, who rages right now. Beautiful. Oh, these guys are tougher. I think we're ready, set, go. Oh, yeah, you can tell that my knight did get quite some damage there. After all, he doesn't have that much HP left. There we go. Sport Druid Elthot. Let's just go. Attack. Cleave him. Oh, no. Yeah, let's try to position ourselves so that the knight is not in this AoE, but the damage should be fine to get rid of him after all. Okay, we're dealing a lot of damage. I think we're very good right now. Okay, I can just power through his AoE unless it's my knight. The knight is not that durable anymore, but I'm pretty sure he's dealing a lot of damage. Let's just straight... yeah, that's fine. We're gonna power through. Okay, gonna be a bit... yeah, retreating just a bit. There we go. Our knight is fully healed. He's the weakest part. And survivability, but he's probably good at dealing damage. At least that's what I'm hoping for. There we go. So, as you can tell, the later levels, at least the boss levels, are very challenging. Or at least more challenging. I do think we have a good composition, and I do like that you are required to not just rush the enemy, but the positioning is still important. And there we go, we did it! Congratulations, we won against the boss. Somehow the king still dealt 129 damage. That's amazing. I really hope at the full game that there is possibilities to maybe do like a king-only run or so. To gain certain items that buff the king, or maybe somehow heroes who are not really doing anything but buffing the king or giving him abilities. That would be nice. Yeah, again, the Berserker is the MVP, took quite a bit of damage, dealt a lot of damage, but the Knight... oh, the Knight actually dealt the most damage, never mind. So the way we pushed him with the items was very interesting. He actually dealt the most damage. Almost as much as the Berserker. Berserker. And I feel like this is worth quite a lot. And never mind, the king actually managed to heal quite a bit, as did my Paladin. I'm a little bit disappointed actually that the king healed more than my Paladin. even though he has a 50% buff as level 3 and as a paladin. Oh man. Regardless, this is the end of the demo, and we managed to defeat the boss himself in 70 seconds. So, I guess, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the summary. In the meantime, let's just do this. So, I really like the core gameplay, I have to admit. The thing that I'm the most worried of actually is build variety, and replay value. So the initial gameplay is fun. It's very simple, but it's well executed. You have a lot of different classes, so there's synergies with this. There's also an emphasis on synergies. There's different interesting items, but at least here in the demo, I very much wonder how much variety items can really do. The ones we have here are kind of basic. They are fine, they're good, but I really hope that, as I mentioned previously, that you can just gain the full game. Again, it's an early access, link is down in the description. That is what I'm hoping for. More, but more build options, mostly. And also more interesting encounters, more events. All of this is very simple, it's nice, but I feel like after you have done this a couple of times, you might get bored. At least I feel like I would. So just more classes wouldn't really do it. It would be nice to get the option through, for example, different items and how they work, more interesting items, as I mentioned previously, that you can maybe just focus on one guy or just do a build-only guy. So, oh man, these guys are strong. So that is my biggest worry. Yes, there's a lot of classes. I know in the full game there's even more classes, there's more events, there's more stages, but there's only, at least in the demo, there's only 3 levels. There's only so much variety you can do with these classes, I feel. And just doing variety with the classes, I think might not be enough. That's my biggest worries. That's kind of the conundrum I am feeling with the game so far, because this is, it's very much fun. It kind of feels like just a very well executed like Flash games from back in the day, which is not to say that it's bad. It's just simple, but it's well executed. I like it. But again, how much replay value is there in the full game later on? That is what I'm wondering. More classes, nice. More events, nice. But how much build variety is there? How much incentive for build variety is there? Is there a progressions for the different runs, like in other roguelites or roguelikes or roguelites? Is there more incentives? How different are the different levels? Are the routes longer? Is there more emphasis on doing the right decisions? Do I go to an event now, or do I do it combat? Is there more options later on in the shop? That's kind of the thing. I hope I could tell you guys my feelings on how I feel there with it. The impressions I personally have is it's good. Again, with the emphasis on what I just said there, I'm not going to repeat myself again. I feel like this is one of my personal biggest mistakes I'm doing right now with the series. I am repeating myself a bit too often. With this in mind, if you've watched this far, please tell me in the comments, actually give me feedback. I'm still learning on how to do these videos. I'm having a lot of fun, but I feel there's still a lot to improve upon. So I would be very much interested and very much happy. This is just completely personal. This is just me being selfish. Please tell me down in the comments. And yes, it helps with the algorithm. I'm doing that for that as well. Yeah, but honestly, seriously, please, if you can give me feedback, how's the mic quality? How is the audio? Is the game too loud? Is it too quiet? Am I talking too fast? Am I talking too loud? Is the build? I'm switching to German. Is my German fine? Tell me, even though I'm not talking German, of course. But with this in mind, please, every feedback is highly appreciated. I just want to improve. I want to do more of this. This is so much fun. I love this. And I hope I could help you guys and can help you guys going on to make a cool decision to show off some games to you without saying too much. With this in mind, thanks so much for watching. stay awesome, and I really hope I see you in the next video, where I can show you another great game, or at least interesting game. Bye bye.